Hey, it's the Scotch Test Dummies, and we're bringing you Monkey Shoulder. Shoulder of a monkey.
I know where it gets the name from.
I need to know that.
Let's test it.
Test it!
Let's test it.
Air ran out.
You don't even have the bottle. You got it like this.
That's perfect. Perfect. So we're in. So I had the bottle turned wrong, and there's little brass monkeys on here. Monkey, a brass monkey. Seven
That
monkeys.
funky
Is it
monkey,
7 monkeys?
Brass monkey, junkie.
What is that
funky
movie?
Monkey.
That's
That's
good.
Beastie
That's the
Boys.
song. I know, but what's the movie with...
Oh yeah, 12 Monkeys.
Yes,
Brad
12
Pitt.
monkeys. Well,
Boom!
Brad Pitt's
Check
in
out
there,
the
when he's
fuck-
crazy. Yeah. Oh,
The brain waves on Scott
That
today.
was good. That was good. I was thinking more Bruce Willis, but yeah, Brad Pitt was phenomenal in that when he's all crazy. He's doing a lot of this.
What was Bruce Willis in it too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the main guy.
That was one of Brad Pitt's earlier
Yeah, it is.
roles.
I still haven't seen
But after Thelma and Louise.
Thelma and Louise, I haven't seen that. I know, I gotta go. So, tell us about the monkeys. Why monkey shoulder?
Monkey shoulder. That comes from the peat shovelers. They lean down, they shovel the peat, builds up their muscles, the shoulders.
Really?
Monkey
They
shoulder.
call them monkey shoulder?
Yep. Yep.
I didn't know that.
When they malt the barley, and the barley's laid out on the floor of the warehouse, and
You
they
gotta
come
know,
in with
yeah. I've seen pictures. I'm thinking OSHA. For those that aren't in the States, OSHA is says no, that's a dangerous job.
So I do see this says batch number 27.
Yep, and then down here
And,
it's
What's our ABV on there?
batch 27, smooth and rich, 43%. My finger was covering it. So it's okay. It's inspired by the malt men who still turn the malting barley by hand. Monkey Shoulder, quote, is blended in small batches from 3 of Spaceside's finest single malt whiskeys to achieve a smoother, richer taste. Then they got the monkey thing, and this was $35.
Well, I forget what other distilleries. I mean, Monkey Shoulder is brought to us by a Diageo, kind of a you know what I'm saying, a company that owns several deals, and I forget what other distilleries Monkey Shoulder is associated with.
Sure.
Scotch God shout out. Go back to, this is an old review, an old early review of.
This is almost gone.
Actually, it's review number 25, Ardmore Scotch and an embarrassing vasectomy story. Remember that one?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
KS, maybe Kansas, or keep it simple. KS comments, just catching up on some old videos. Funny story about a vasectomy. The doctor that did mine was cross-eyed.
Oh.
I was assured he could see fine, but talk about being nervous. He's about to give the snip, and both of his eyes are looking in different directions.
Yeah, you wake up. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so which episode again do I talk about the vasectomy?
Number 25, Ardmore.
Wow, way back. Number
Yep.
25, the Ardmore.
Yep.
All I'll say is the nurse laughed.
It's not good when the nurse laughs
Nope.
during your vasectomy.
Nope, she apologized immediately. And you can take
You'll
that
have
in
to
many
watch it.
ways. You got to go watch. That's
All right,
the teaser.
you pour me in here.
Yeah, I poured you
We
in.
got the Monkey Shoulder.
I've got my
Now,
Riedel glass,
wow.
which I love my Riedel.
Nice citrus,
Ooh,
vanilla sweetness,
I just got a juicy fruit.
juicy fruit. Yep. Now, I tasted this a while back and took notes.
You know what?
Actually-
I've had this for about 2 years.
Yeah.
And it's been sitting there, and I finally said, we must do this.
My notes were from April of 16. Lemon, I've got that lemongrass on the, so the noses are the same. Lemongrass, almond, malt, and rust.
Really? Like that old rusty gate?
Yep.
I don't even
It's
think
still
I
pretty.
can
It's the
find
same nose. That's got a really good nose.
it. I definitely do get that lemon citrus with a juicy fruit in there.
Nice vanilla. A little bit of a spiciness. I don't know what from. Oak, malt, a little bit of nuttiness, some honey. This is really a lot of people online, pretty highly regarded. And it'll come up, we'll talk about the price later, but I mean, this is a $35 blended bottle of Scotch.
Which means we're talking about the price now.
Yeah. We will get into the technicalities of the price later. The intricacies we will search into. And I can see why for a bottle in that price range.
I'm laughing because we had a boss
regarded.
once that was once overheard telling somebody it was the worst hit and run Presbyterian accident he'd ever seen. And when you were just doing that, it immediately made me think of that. So the worst hit and run Presbyterian accident he'd ever seen. And the fellow that heard this, it wasn't me, wanted to tell him, boss, you should have seen the one with the Catholic. Or the Baptist. Name your religion.
There was a hit and run accident involving a Catholic priest, a Presbyterian priest, and a Lutheran priest. I don't know what the joke with the.
Usually you got to put a rabbi in there.
And a rabbi?
Yeah, you got to have a rabbi. It's not funny
Swami!
Until you get a rabbi.
Where's Swami when you need him?
That's right. The flavor, you're right. Beautiful, beautiful vanilla notes. It tastes a little bit more 40% ABV to me. But the sweetness, the subtleness, the vanilla.
Mm-hmm. Does it give a region that this is mainly, Highland, Speyside?
Speysides. 3 Speysides.
Okay, good. Nice. I can see why why people like it as much as they do.
It's an easy sipper. And it's the blended malt. So there's no grain in here. And it almost has the sweetness of a grain. My only deal is it doesn't give me a lot of depth.
No, there's not a lot of depth. There's not a lot of...
I'm going to give it an 86.
I went 87.
Okay.
That's right in there.
It's good. But it doesn't take me down a path.
No, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It's a nice vanilla, citrus, sugar, sweetness, a little bit of oak, dram.
If I had this and I had an uninitiated Scotch drinker or someone that had had a peat for their first experience in college and they were like, I don't like Scotch, I'd be like, try this blended malt. And I would, and then I'd say, look at the monkeys on it. And they'd go, oh, that's cute.
Yep.
And then they would try it and go, oh, this is good. And I think that's what I would use this for. It would be a great daily sipper, though, at $35.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nothing wrong with that at all. So let's get into that. $35. Is it worth it?
Yes.
Yes.
Very, very much worth it. I mean, this is a great sipper.
Yeah.
So,
like I say, though, I mean, it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward.
I don't get much of a finish. A little bit of sweetness, a little sweet sugar.
It hangs in there. I got the juice, as you was
cane,
talking a little bit ago. I got
nose.
that juicy fruit really came out.
I get a little bit of grain when it's all gone in my glass, but I'll still get a little hint of grain.
That just reminded me of the Compass Box Double Single. I was getting some kind of those tropical notes and a little bit of juicy fruit. And it's a single grain and a single malt that's blended together. And I thought it was from the single grain, but it could have been from the single malt. I mean, here's a Speyside blend of malts that's bringing some of that tropical, juicy fruit type sweetness to you.
True.
Boom.
Ba-boom. I'm looking for our traveling dummies because this one's going to be a little bit different. It is not as much of a traveling dummy as it is our Patreon coin in front of what the individual says is his first high dollar bottle.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to first go bam. And while you're looking at the picture, we had Swigum.
Bryce.
Yeah, Bryce Swigum has listed the new coin with his first high dollar bottle that he received the same day. And what he's got is the Master's Keep Wild Turkey Decades. Yeah, the Decades Kentucky Straight Bourbon. And what he's showing there, what you're seeing is it's got one side is our cast 2 coin, the white.
Oh, we don't have it.
We don't have it out. Let me bring it out. So one side is the white.
It's too late now.
Or maybe. And then the other side, although you're seeing it, is the Patreon side.
I got 95.
Okay.
I'm gonna put a little scotch on it.
Ooh.
Boom, right there. Got some scotch. Oops, I accidentally got some scotch on it.
I got 97, and it hasn't been Scotchified.
Since we didn't use it in the rest of the episode.
Scotchified almost sounds like Scottified.
We should hashtag that.
We should. Scotchified. We should lock in the URL. So that is, I just liked it. I liked the presentation. I like the table that the Master's Keep is on. My coin wants to be near yours. And I thought it was a very interesting. He gets the coin the same day he buys his first high dollar. How much does that bottle go for? Do you know off the top
It's
of your
close
head?
to 200.
Ooh,
It's like, yeah.
That is expensive.
Yeah.
Wow.
180 to 200 in that range.
Okay. So, and that means he had supported the dummies on Patreon and had hit the 100 or above mark, because when you hit different marks, you get little gift bonuses from
By the way, if you're a Patreon supporter, we still have a couple of you that haven't responded. We put out everybody that had given over $100 gets one of the coins.
Yes.
And we haven't heard from a couple of you.
Right.
So check if you're a Patreon supporter and you're over 100, go check your messages on Patreon and see if you got it from us.
And we've got more of those coins, so as people hit the $100 mark, they'll get one of those coins as well, as long as they provide their address. Some folks have literally said, "Hey, man, you don't need to send anything to me." We've had a couple
anonymous.
Yeah.
Just said, "Here's $100."
Yeah, don't
Can
give
I get
me
a coin?
anything. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. He wanted the coin.
Well, he gave us 100, and later
right.
he was like,
That's
"Hey,
right.
can I get one of the coins?"
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yes, anonymous. Anonymous, yes.
You gave us $100.
That's right. Was that Harrison Ford?
Yeah, it was Harrison Ford. That's it.
Harrison was like, "Hey, I want to be anonymous." Sorry, we don't really know Harrison.
Did you watch the new Star Wars trailer?
No, you know what? I've been
Last
avoiding the
Jedi.
trailers. You know why? The trailers are showing way too many spoilers.
Yeah, but they can mix you up though.
True.
They lead you down a path, and that's not the path at all.
I don't like that either.
Alchemy.
You know what else they did? Alchemy. You know what else they did? Rogue
I
One.
love it when you correct me all the time.
Sorry, I can't help it. My dad did it to me, and he's passed it on. You know what else they did? Rogue One, they had some quotes that never showed up in the movie. There was like outtakes. Like she goes, "You're rebels, aren't you? Rebel," or whatever. And I'm like, "Where's that? That's awesome quote. It's nowhere."
Yeah. As I say, the trailers can lead you down a path, and you think so.
I'm avoiding trailers. I want to be surprised. I'm going to go see it.
It was a very good trailer, though. I was like applauding afterwards.
Really?
Even my boys were like, "Yeah!"
Woo! I
At
like
home watching football
So
Monday
you
night.
weren't going to go see it. I'm not watching football currently. So you weren't going to go see it.
It was NCAA.
Oh, I would watch that. All right, by the way, on a quick little deal here, because I forgot to mention it, Lock Guy 26, Mike Hurd, sent a little care package, and I forgot to mention, he sent these little things that looks like he makes like wooden dice, and what looks like, is that a wine bottle maybe? Like for Italy?
Could be.
He makes these little wood things, and then there's a bunch of stuff, Mike, that I didn't know what it was. It looks like it's money, paper money, and cards for what looks to be an Italian Monopoly game. I don't know if you make these, but if you guys
Monopoly.
like it. Yeah, it's 10-finger woodworks. Monopoly. You're doing it kind of like Mario Brothers.
A couple Patreon shout-outs. Number $2 supporters.
Ooh.
And we're still getting caught up.
Means
we're almost there.
Them. We shout them.
We're
going to make the Chupacabra
shout
bark
out
again.
To Christopher Moore.
Christopher
Moore! Thank you for your $2 pledge.
More Christopher.
Christopher Moore is awesome. Hashtag awesome sauce.
Ooh, awesome sauce.
And you know who else?
Who?
Arthur Kwok.
What? I love that last name.
Arthur Kwok.
The Quack!
The Quackinator.
The
Quackinator.
The Quackinator.
Arthur Kwok, thank you.
Quackinator, you need to comment more. Quackinator.
Yep.
I love that. The Quackinator.
You bet. Come in, comment. We'll pull that up.
Yeah, we'll give the Quackinator's going to get moved to the front of the line.
Real quick, though, you know who appreciated us, and he is in the Netherlands. A couple episodes ago, a $1 supporter.
Is this Toon?
Toon.
Woo!
Toon Van Rouge.
Toon Van Rouge.
He said we got it close.
Yeah, I know. He says if you're in the
commented.
Netherlands, you get it.
Yeah.
Most people outside the Netherlands can't say it, and Americans are probably the worst.
Yeah. But he didn't give us the correct
Right. So
pronunciation.
we're
either,
calling him Toon Van Rouge. Which, I don't know, it sounds like we're in New Orleans or something. So, Toon. I call him Toon.
95.
You dirtied it.
It got
That's
Scotch.
a dirty one.
Got Scotch
Got
spilled on it.
Scotchified. The Quackinator should want it. Anybody else that were shouting their name out?
That's it for this episode.
Woo! So we're going to Scotch it, you Scotch gods.
Cilantro.
Dummies.